and then you can ask the student athletes Alli, Stumler, Maddie Skinner questions, and then ask which Skinner questions after that. All right, is everyone good? Are you ready to start? All right, go ahead.
Well, congrats to SEMO on a great year, and I thought we came in and were very efficient offensively for most of the match. Defensively, it took us a while to get going, to get used to what their patterns were and how they were going to attack us offensively. So we need to be a little bit, better at that and adjusting as the match goes on tomorrow. But had a lot of balance offensively. Blocking got involved, quite a bit. 7 blocks by Bella, and but 13 kills Maddie, 11 kills Alli, 7, 7, 5, 5. So Emma did a good job of getting us balanced offensively and making things happen. So looking forward to tomorrow.
Maddie, what is it about the postseason that brings out the best in you?
I don't know. It's just exciting. We've worked so hard, and we get to see all of our stuff that we've been working on in the gym pay off. So it's time for us just to go against different people that we're not used to seeing in our conference, and really just show off what we can do.
With you, Maddie and Alli, just after going through everything last year at a neutral site, no real fans and everything, just what was the experience like playing at home tonight in front of that crowd?
Goosebumps. Whenever they, first said your Kentucky Wildcats and everybody goes crazy, I just looked at Z and I was like, dang. Like, BBN showed out tonight, and I think they proved themselves last week whenever we were playing the day after Thanksgiving. I know we talked about that last week, but the numbers were crazy, so I was really excited to kind of see what tonight and tomorrow would bring, and obviously they were fantastic. So just goosebumps all over, and just awesome to see support from our whole state.
Yeah, our fans are so consistent, and I love it about them. We see a lot of people that we recognize in the stands, and that's so encouraging for us, knowing that they're coming to support us every match. So it's awesome.
Alli, how did you sort of prepare the younger players for the NCAA tournament experience and what they would be going through tonight?
Yeah, I think something about just that NCAA, whatever match you're playing, just putting that logo on the floor, seeing it throughout the gym, like that does add just another layer of pressure. Like this could be potentially your last game. And so we had to kind of prepare that way the whole week. And so just making sure that, we had 1 or 2 days where our attention and focus wasn't always there. So just making sure that, as leaders, like we stay really locked in and lead by example and show them that this, first game is really important. Second game is really important. You have to prepare, start at the bottom to work your way up. So just trying to lead by example and, show everybody that every game matters, and preparing the exact same way is really important.
How did you feel to be so successful from that back row attack tonight?
Yeah, I felt really good. Maddie's always phenomenal in the back row. I think that's something that she even pushes me at. Seeing her strive every single time she hits it back there, I'm like, dang, like I got to get better. And that, just connection between Emma and I is something we've been working on, and just incorporating that more into our plays. And it just adds a ton of stress and a ton of pressure on their block. So kudos to Maddie, making me better. And Emma was really, feeling it, setting the right play tonight. So felt really good to have that rhythm.
Could you both talk a little bit about, you know what it takes to win this thing, to advance. You did it last year with the veteran setter. Now you got a freshman doing it, but you're not playing like a freshman. What's that like for you?
I mean, she's stepped into such a crucial role, and the way she's just improved over the season has been incredible. She's taken feedback from us. She's encouraging us, even though she's an underclassman. And we have a lot of trust in her, and she has a lot of trust in us. So that consistency from her has allowed us to do our jobs. And, I think she's one of the best players in the country. So she's really stepped up into that role.
I think no matter the experience, like the competitiveness is what's key, and I think she totally has that. There's not a play that she's going to take off. There's not a play that she doesn't, want to be the very best or be perfect. And so just that competitive drive, it's really contagious. And I think, yes, she's just a freshman, but like you said, doesn't play like it. And she just is such a competitor. All of the freshmen are, and that just makes us want to compete and play harder for her.
Any questions for Coach K?
I have one more for Coach. The third set, you had to call timeout. Alli just talked about not losing focus in practice. Did you feel like they lost a little focus in that third set? And how concerned are you about that going into tomorrow?
I wouldn't say it was complete lack of focus. We tried a couple of new things, like even some of the back row things we were doing, and we tried a couple offensive plays we haven't run in a while because we want to have options if we need them as the tournament goes on. So the execution wasn't quite as smooth, and probably got a little bit relaxed, but it's as the tournament goes on, obviously we need to be locked in all the time, and I think we're competitively mature enough to know that, and we can learn from, you know, the third set tonight and be ready to go. Illinois is a great team, so we'll have to be ready to go from point one tomorrow.
Craig, we just heard Maddie and Alli talk a lot about Emma and how well she's setting the ball right now. I mean, she's been consistent all year, but what do you think it better? The fact that when the attention's on, it matters the most now that she's still delivering for you guys?
She spent her whole life preparing for this. I mean, she's played volleyball since, you know, she was tiny, and she's every season she's playing indoor, then she's playing beach, and she's playing high school, she's playing club. So she's put herself in these moments. I think probably as a kid, she was probably in the court just imagining herself playing in these situations, and she's not one of those players that picked it up when she was 16 or 17 and all of a sudden was playing good because she's an athlete. So I think her playing experience and just, like Alli said, craving the game, and you know, Maddie said she's always working to get better, and she's a competitor. And when you combine all those things into one, it allows you the freedom to play at a high level. And she just thinks it's probably another game in her high school. You know, I don't know. She's probably naive enough to think that.
You mentioned the balance. Is that something you strive for, and does that make you more dangerous?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we want to be balanced. We have arms in every position, and some matches everybody's going, some matches 2 or 3 people are going, and it's our job to figure out what the weaknesses are blocking or defensively on the other side of the net and where we need to go in transition. And so there's feedback, but then there's also a feel of how the match is going. And you know, I think Emma naturally has a feel of who to set at the right time, and which gives us a lot of balance. And so it's, you know, even last week against Florida, these guys went off the first night. We had more balance in the middle and the right side the second night. So, you know, I think on video, you have to look at a lot of different things to prepare for us.
I know it's a quick turnaround and everything, but I saw you and the staff, you know, watching the West Virginia-Illinois match before this one. So just initial thoughts on what you have in Illinois coming up tomorrow night?
Yeah, they're a good team. They've been through a lot of really good matches. They're physical. They have a lot of good arms on the pin. They serve well, you know, so I think it's going to be a matter of us serving tough, being really good in transition, being available, handling the ball, putting the ball on Emma's head. So we have not just one option, but 3 options each time, and you know, and anticipate it'll be long, you know, hard-fought sets and matches, and be ready to go. But it'll be high-level volleyball, and I want to go back to the fans. Our student section and other student athletes that were here tonight was awesome to see, and you know, be proud. You know, our players, I know, are proud to represent Kentucky when they see a lot of their other student athletes in the stands watching them.
Any more questions? All right, awesome, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.